quadratic polynomial expression. So a quadratic polynomial expression is something like this. You have something like ax squared plus bx plus c. Now this can have a number of forms. For example, when we have where there is no c, suppose when c equals to 0, so the expression is ax squared plus bx. That's also a quadratic polynomial expression. Remember, the definition is a polynomial where the highest power is 2, so we still have 2. So an example for factorizing this, example 1, suppose 2x squared plus 4x, just take 2 and x common, it will be x plus 2. Then another example could be 5x squared plus 10x. If you take 5x common, it will be x plus 2. You're just taking x common. If you take x3, suppose 2x squared plus x, here you can just take x common, it will be 2x plus 1. So this is when you have an expression, quadratic expression, where you have x squared and x, there is no constant, you just take common. So we can consider the rule just like the linear. We are calling the rule so common. So the common rule. So that's how it is working. So let's move on to the next one. Let me write it here. So here when you have x equals to 0, meaning b equals to 0, when you have b equals to 0, the expression is ax squared plus c. So if b equals to 0, it's ax squared plus c. So when you have a format like that, you have a special rule called difference of squares. Difference of squares. That's the rule. Let me write down the rule. The rule is, if you have a square minus b square, you can just write a plus b, a minus b. So that's what you do. So that is, let me show you example 1 here. Suppose you have x squared minus 4. So it is x squared minus 2 square, which can be written as x plus 2, x minus 2, a plus b, a minus b. Example 2. If you have x squared minus 16, it could be x squared minus 4 squared, which could be x plus 4, it could be x minus 4. So that's how it looks like. So this is the difference of square. Remember, if this was plus here, it will not work. So if you have x squared plus 4, nothing can be done. You cannot do anything if there is a plus sign. Only the minus sign will work. Now the final one, the middle term break. Middle term break is a situation where you have, let me move here, when you have all the terms, nothing is 0. Now you have ax squared plus bx plus c. When you have something like this, then there's a technique called middle term break. Middle term break. You have to break the middle term break. So this is the middle term bx. You need to break the middle term. So let me show you how it is done. So example 1, suppose you have x square plus x minus 6. So what you have this number 6, and you have the coefficient of x square, which is 1. So if you multiply this with this is, let me do the rough work here. Rough work. It is 6. Now it's like when you have this coefficient of x square and you have coefficient of c, the constant, you multiply it, it is a into c. So that's what you need to get, and that is 6. So that is 6. So 6 into coefficient of x square is 1, that is 6. Now what you have to do, you have to break this down. Now how can we break 6? 6 can be 3 to the 6, we are factorizing this. 6 can be 6 ones are 6. There is no other way we can get 6. Now the middle here is plus x. So how can we get plus x? Now if you have 6 here, 6 minus 1 is 5, 6 plus 1 is 7. Now this one, 3 minus 2 is 1, 3 plus 2 is 5. So you have 4 choices. You need plus x, so meaning 1. So we can get 3 minus 2. So what we write here is x squared plus thrice x minus 2x minus 6. So now you take x common, it will be x plus 3, minus if you take 2 common, since minus is outside the bracket the sign will change, so plus 3. Now from here I can take x plus 3 common, and we can write x minus 2. So this is how we do middle term break. Let's do another example which is similar to this. So we have x square plus, now we can write 5x minus 6. Now if you take a look here, now we have plus 5x, so we can get 6 into 1 is 6. Now how can we get 5x? We have two ways. 3 plus 2 is 5, 6 minus 1 is 5. So let's see which one works. So we can get, it will not be imply sign, it will be equal to sign. So it will be x square plus 3 to the 6, 3x plus 2x minus 6. So if I take x common, it will be x plus 3. If I take 2 common, it will be x minus 3. So this doesn't work. This is x plus 3, this is x minus 3. They don't match. If they don't match, it cannot be done. So we cannot take this one. Let's take 6 minus 1. So 6x minus this. If I take x common, it will be x plus 6. If I take 1 common, it will be x plus 6. So this thing is working now. So we can do this sum by taking x plus 6 common and by taking x minus 1. So this is how you do middle term break. Now factorizing cubic has a special rule. I'll be talking about it separately in a thing called remainder theorem, but this is what all we need to know. So we need to know what an expression is. So let me mention this again. So what we need to know is what is an expression. We need to know what is a polynomial expression. Then we need to know how to simplify an expression. Then we need to know how to factorize a linear and quadratic expression. So these are the three things. These are the four things, mainly three things. These are the things that we really need to know here.